Good morning. Good morning. It is Wednesday. I don't know the exact date, maybe the 15th, 16th, somewhere up in there of July 2019. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Rice. I have a son with autism. His name is Peyton. He is 10 years old. And like I start off all my videos, I want to especially thank the mothers for all the hard work that they do, and they deserve a lot of credit that they don't get. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for all the things that y'all do, seen and unseen. I want to say big shout out to the fathers too, because I hardly ever say anything about the fathers. The ones that do what they supposed to do, whether you're a stepfather or whether you're a father figure or anything like that, I love y'all to death, and I want y'all to know that. But in this video, I want to talk about something that maybe a few of you have experienced, or maybe you thought about it or something like that. But I remember this one time, this lady was asking me, she knew that my son had autism, and she was asking me, do I think her son has autism? And I looked at her and I said, well, ma'am, I'm not a doctor, so I mean, I wouldn't know. But she said it like it was cool. Let me tell anybody who thinks that autism is cool. Don't get me wrong. I wear the shirts. I know, I see the women with the tattoos, and I see guys with tattoos. And don't get me wrong, all that stuff is fine. But there's no parent in this group, or any parent that I know of, that would want their child to have autism. This is not fun. It's not cool. It's not the new fad. It's not something that people want their children to have. Because the downside to autism is horrible. And it takes a toll on a family, on a mother, on a father, on a brother, on a sister, and that autistic child themselves. You think about it. I have a son that's 10 years old. He's 5'3", 118 pounds. He's not fat. He's just big. And he's strong. And we go in certain restaurants, he covers his ears. To most people, they don't hear what the problem is. They don't hear like he hears. So his sensory overload kicks in. And he wants to sit in my lap. And people stare at us like we're crazy. But I mean, I can't give in to why they're staring at me. I mean, because I know what the issue is. But these, you have people that think this is cool. You think that child only wants to eat chicken? You think that mother only wants to cook chicken? You think that, their father is, a father is limited to the activities that he can do with an autistic child. A father has a thing about, I want to throw the ball with my son, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. And I'm not saying that you can't, but because you can. If you take the time and you teach your child to do it, then they can do it. But when other people start coming around and they start looking and they start talking and they start pointing, it bothers a parent. It does. It really bothers the parent. And thank God some of the autistic children never pay attention to it, because it will bother them as well. Some of them they don't care. They're not in the world, so they don't understand what it is to be picked on or talked about and stuff like that. They don't care because they don't pay attention to it, and thank God that they don't. And you think about it, for the people that think it's cool, you were a child once. What did y'all, do about the kids that were in special education? Did y'all point at them? Let's be honest, because it's not cool. I would never, ever, ever want my child to be autistic, not by my choice. Now, in this situation, I don't have a choice, so I do what I'm supposed to do, and that's be his father regardless, and that's what I'm going to do no matter what. And I know you mothers are going to be their mother regardless. So I don't know where people get this idea from, but like I said, the puzzle pieces is fine, and it's cool to wear the shirts and to have the conversations and stuff like that. But on the downside of it, there are a lot of side effects to autism, to the family of children with autism, because they don't, There's a lot of mothers that don't want to get up at 3:30 in the morning. There's a lot of mothers that would rather work a full-time job. There's a lot of mothers that would rather have the father around, but he ran away because autism. He don't understand it. He don't want to take the time to deal with it. Parents have meltdowns too, because it's overwhelming. You got a child, and I usually speak on sons more than daughters because autism affects boys more than it does girls. Why, I don't know. That's a conversation for another day. But you have these mothers and they're trying their hardest to raise these children, and these boys are strong. They are super, super strong. They can hone in on senses that we can't. And like I said, my son, 1 week he's okay with going to a splash pad and getting wet. The next week he doesn't want to see water, period. The only thing he want to do is take a bath. That's it. So it changes. And for a parent, especially if you have multiple children, not necessarily multiple children with autism, but just multiple children, period, it's hard to make the adjustments. And for the children with autism, I can't imagine how they feel sometimes when they just want to express themselves and they just want to say this and say that and they can't. That right there, that bothers me. So I have to tread very carefully on that subject right there, because if I don't, then I'll become emotional, and I don't want to become emotional. I just want people to stop looking at autism like it's the new fad, like it's something cool. This is nothing cool about this. I mean, don't get me wrong, the parents, we make the best of it. And the children, they try their very hardest. And with the proper help and the proper counseling and the proper training and patience, they will get better. But there's nothing cool about this. No parent wants their child to have autism. No parent does. So I hope that I haven't disappointed anyone, and I hope that I haven't disappointed Christ with this message. So I hope that y'all have a great day. I love y'all, and I salute every one of you parents, mothers and fathers. Y'all have a great day.